What part of your personality do you fake? The bubbly one. When I open gifts, my face can't lie, but I at least try to sound happy. This is mine. Even if I receive a gift I love, I hate opening gifts in front of people. I hate attention and having all eyes on me, or having happy birthday sang to you. Yes, really, anything that draws attention to me makes me very uncomfortable. But opening gifts is the ultimate worst. There are so many expectations. I've told people I don't like receiving gifts at all, but really, it's the anxiety about opening it in front of someone that I dread. I would honestly rather not get anything though, if I had to open it in front of a crowd. I don't show much enthusiasm, call it a character flaw, so the pressure is stressful trying not to disappoint the gift giver. Even when I absolutely love it, I somehow don't feel as though I'm able to convey my appreciation the way they are expecting from me. Around my friend I'm a much weirder person, but I always fake being serious around people I don't know, because I get too anxious about whether or not they like me. That's me. I'm a natural weirdo, but I have to tone it down when I'm around anyone that's not my boyfriend. That's awesome that your boyfriend accepts you for who you are. She didn't necessarily say that, JK. Are you trying to say she's not like other girls? Sheesh. It's 2019 guys. It can be a boy as well. I thought guys went both ways now. Customer service. Had a guy come into my store last night yelling, "Get the fuck out of my way," and honestly me telling him to fuck off was the most genuine interaction I've had with a customer in months. This cracked me up. Like finally we don't need to deal with each other. Had a Winnie customer threaten to never come back. Like, why is that a threat? She isn't worth the effort to please, and the business would benefit not having to interact with her. Had some customers park in a no parking zone that was quite a ways away from the front desk. We told them they couldn't park there, but there were spots much closer. They threatened to leave if that was the case, so we just let them leave. That makes even less sense than the previous person's post, which also made no sense. Being sociable when I really want to GTF away from people. This is me. I'm the funny wisecrack at social gatherings, but what I really love is running and hiking alone. I know, and driving around alone listening to music. Being alone is restorative for me because of my job. You're not really faking to be social, you're just introvert like me. We still need social interactions once in a while, even if we hate it because it's exhausting for us. I found interesting that, even if I prefer staying at home instead of going out with friends, it doesn't bother me playing with online friends all weekend. Playing online is how I get around it. It's great. Being happy all the time, but it does actually make me a more joyful person. Being happy all the time is exhausting. I strive for contentment. It sure is exhausting, but to me, it pays off. How so? I don't have any hard sources to back this up, but if you spend time looking for things to be happy about, you generally feel happier. If you spend time looking for things to be miserable about, you will feel worse. It's sort of a fake it till you make it thing. Extroversion. I'm a middle school teacher. I too get paid to be an extrovert. I'm an assistant instructor here. Paid extrovert. Bartender here. How much money I make is directly linked to how much of an extrovert I can be. When I was a server I felt like my introversion helped. I learned how to fake extroversion, so it always felt like a job, but in a good way. Other servers would have bad days and their personalities would suffer, but mine was all fake anyway, so I could turn it on any time. I also feel like it helped me realize the nuance of it, and could be more cheerful or more leveled, based on the customer's reactions. I was reading an article, wish I had saved it, saying that introverts do better in customer service than actual extroverts for that reason. Someone doing something intentionally is more consistent and reliable than someone who is just naturally gifted, but doesn't think about their actions deliberately. Confidence. A fake identity ends up being your real identity if you've lived it long enough, because any identity we have is just a construct. It's a choice. YouTube comment 2019. That's an interesting argument, but it doesn't apply here, Mr. Fanning. You are charged with identity theft and will serve 1 year with 5 years probation. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. I often have to fake emotional responses to meet people's expectations, especially when someone says they miss me a lot, or even just saying I love you, and I know I have to say it back, even if I don't feel anything. I feel that, in general, I don't miss people. I never lead with I missed you. For me it's always I missed you too, and it always feel like it's a lie, and I feel bad about lying. It's so strange to me when people can sense a gap in their life for me, and I just can't manage to return that feeling. I like them, and love them, and empathize with them fine. I just never feel that longing for them to be around. Edit. And it's not as though I don't get lonely, but I chalk that up to a general lack of company. This is exactly what I'm trying to express. Sometimes you don't need people in the same way they need you. It's not that you love them less, but you love them differently, and there's no point in hurting their feelings by not saying I miss you too. That I don't care about my grades. I care, but I can't stop myself from procrastinating and not getting stuff done, so I just play it off like I don't care. Edit. So apparently I might have undiagnosed ADHD. I'll definitely look into that. Thanks for the responses everyone. Ugh, I have this problem too. It's so stupid, because it's mostly me lying to myself. Oh, you don't care about grades. Then waking up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, panic because I have procrastinated to no end. I'll look at the material and get overwhelmed because it's too much work, and then keep procrastinating. It's an endless cycle. Exactly. I get a packet due in a month and sit down the first day I get it thinking how easy this'll be if I just work on a little bit every day, but I don't work on it at all and end up doing it all in one night and getting no sleep. Set limits on yourself. I know, you've probably heard it before. Break the task up into smaller bits. If it's due in a month, break it into 20 pieces and work one a day. No fun activities until the one task is complete. Work for 40 to 50 minutes, then change tasks to something else that needs to be accomplished. Chores, cooking, etc. Honestly, that helps. Won't solve it overnight, but it will get you on the right path. I'm a black guy who has no discernible accent. I code switch all the time depending on who I'm talking to. I'm fairly certain no one knows what my actual accent and speech sounds like at this point. Edit. Woke up to 18,000 upvotes. Well, I'll be damned. Same here, but I'm East Asian. My personality kinda changes along with the language I'm using too. Just mess with people. I once had an East Asian customer with the deepest, thickest Jamaican accent I've ever heard. I was waiting for my tar one day, and in walks a cute young Korean woman. I thought, well, even if the class sucks, I'll have a cute colleague to have a drink with after. Then out of her mouth dropped the thickest Minnesotan accent I've ever heard. I visibly triple taked, and she laughed, saying she gets that all the time. How fucking calm I always am. I feel this. I'm always angry and about to blow. I just have exceptional self-control, so people very rarely actually see my anger issues. But isn't that a mastery? I don't know if this counts as faking, but I hide all my dark/negative thoughts until I've had a bit too much to drink. I say everything out loud and my friends say they're concerned about my mental health and I should see a therapist. I do the same thing. I hardly call my parents unless I'm drunk, and then when I do, I tell them about my personal problems and then wake up the next day like, WTF did you do? I did this for a long time until one day I had a breaking point. The start of it was being asked to take the trash out at work. My reply was probably somewhere along the lines of, oh yes, finally I get to take myself out to the dump. Now jokes about the sweet release of death are a regular occurrence along with yeet myself down the stairs. My coworkers join in, and it makes for the greatest round table of stupid dark humor you could get. Confidence. I always give off that leader energy when I actually lack self-esteem and I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I just don't like asking for help or bothering others, so everyone thinks highly of me when it's all just a facade. Me. Day job. You're really good in front of the client. Will you lead this meeting? I'm the most junior on the team. Night job. You're a really great server. You're so good with people. Friends. You're so confident. I don't know how you do it. Inside. Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? How? I can't. Oh fuck, they are looking at me. What did they say? Shit. Internal tears flow because I'm now freaking out about what this means I need to do now, and I just wanna cry myself to sleep in the corner like the emotionally stunted eccentric lady I am. Me out loud, I sure will, no problem. Oh thank you, I appreciate that. IDK I just do it. I'll let you in on a secret. With all the failing you think you do, we, others, still think of you higher than we do of others. Otherwise you wouldn't be asked to do those things. When people push you forward to lead the charge, be it serving, running meetings or talking to people on their behalf, they trust and believe in you. You sound like a pretty cool guy, and I hope all your meetings go well today.